Absolutely, this one is better. The way the story unfolds feels strange.
What? Don't say something so reckless! In the game club room during high school, the voices of two people arguing can be heard in the background as I took over the documents. My name is Daiki Tsukamoto, a second-year high school student and the president of the game club, mainly in charge of writing scenarios. And these two arguing are Airi Tomine and Yoshiki Manabe, both first-year students and members of the game club. The game club's purpose is game development, but Airi and Yoshiki often clash like this over their ideas. What's so wrong with Daiki's scenario? You don't know anything about games, so stop acting like you do!
Even a novice can tell. There's no way anyone could relate to this.
Yoshiki is in charge of programming, but he's a little too enamored with my scenario. On the other hand, Airi initially didn't seem interested in game development, but now she's hooked. As for why someone who wasn't interested in game development joined the game club,
Sis, calm down a little, okay?
her twin sister, Hanaka Tomine, joined the game club first. I invited her after seeing her drawing in the courtyard and asked if she would join as our graphic designer. Hanaka was shy and anxious about joining, and Airi joined to protect her if necessary. Yoshiki, take a breath too. Airi does have a point. Airi might have a real knack for planning. My hunch was right. Airi's ideas and plans were always excellent. We continued making games together, entered the same university, and eventually started a game circle. As we kept making games, our sales gradually increased.
Good work, President.
Yes, thank you for your hard work too. Now, at 26 years old, I'm the CEO of Tsukamoto Games, a game company. Tsukamoto Games is a small company, founded just 5 years ago, with fewer than 50 employees. Even so, we are gradually building a name in the industry, and our business is running smoothly. And it's not just me working in the game industry. Hanaka, can I ask for some advice on the graphics?
Sure. Tell me the details. Yoshiki, it's great that you're so meticulous, but keep in mind that the deadline for the master build is approaching.
Yoshiki, Hanaka, and Airi have been working at Tsukamoto Games since its inception. Yoshiki is the vice president, Hanaka is a graphic designer, and Airi is a planner. You're all doing great. How's progress on Loveblade? Loveblade is a 2D action game we're developing. With the release date fast approaching, we frequently have late-night meetings to keep things on track.
We're managing to stay on schedule somehow.
By the way, Daiki, weren't you going on a date with Ruri today? Oh, sorry to leave during such a busy time. Let me know if anything comes up. My girlfriend, Ruri Amikura, was a classmate in college. We've been dating since her first year, and I've been thinking about marriage lately. Ruri and I share an interest in games, and she also enjoys looking at social media accounts that talk about her favorite game characters. Since we went to the same university, I've already introduced her to Yoshiki and the others. It's no problem. You haven't had much time for dates recently, right? Enjoy the time with Ruri. Yoshiki sent me off with a smile, but... Hey, don't make that face. You two wish for Daiki's happiness too, right?
Of course we don't want to interfere with their relationship, but... That's one thing. But my feelings about it are separate.
After leaving the company, I had no idea that Yoshiki's left consoling the sulking Tomine sisters.
That meal was delicious! Thanks, Daiki.
After work, I met up with Ruri and we came to a restaurant. Seeing Ruri's smile fills me with happiness. Same here, we've been so busy lately, but I'm glad we could spend time together. Here, a little something to commemorate our date. Will you accept it?
Wow! It's a beautiful necklace! Thanks, Daiki. It must have been expensive.
It's nothing if it makes you happy, Ruri. I got it especially for today. It wasn't cheap, but seeing her smile makes it all worth it. This isn't the first time I've given Ruri a present. Seeing her happy face loosens my grip on my wallet every time. The first time I gave Ruri a present was for her first birthday after we started dating. Back then, I didn't have much money, so I gave her a non-branded cosmetic pouch. but I still remember the radiant smile she showed me when I gave it to her. By the way, about the 27th next month.
The 27th? Is something happening? I have work that day.
Oh, that day's our anniversary. We've celebrated every year, but Ruri seems to have forgotten. Oh, I was thinking we could go on our next date then, but I guess we can pick another day. Just let me know what works for you. Well, it has been 7 years since we started dating. It's not surprising she would forget the anniversary. Ruri works at a major company's reception desk, so she's probably busy with work. Feeling a bit down, I promised to contact her later and parted ways with her that day.
Daiki, I've made some corrections to the graphics for Loveblade. Could you take a look?
A few days later at the office, Hanaka called me over to her desk. Sure, you've done a great job. You've improved so much, Hanaka. Back then, Hanaka was posting her art online as a hobby, but despite her amazing talent, she wasn't getting much attention. She said it was because she drew niche characters and wasn't great at crafting engaging stories.
Honestly, I was losing confidence, wondering if there was any point in continuing to draw. So when Daiki invited me to join the game club, I was really happy. In the game club, I felt like I was truly needed. And I wanted to do my best for you, Daiki, and the others who believed in me. Whether it was in the game club, the game circle, or this company. I studied what kind of illustrations and compositions would become popular. So, if I've improved, it's all thanks to you, Daiki.
Hanaka smiles softly. If my actions helped her regain her confidence, then I'm incredibly proud.
I'm grateful to you too, Daiki. Of course, I'm happy that Hanaka has become so confident in her art, but it was Daiki who gave me the chance to enter this world.
When Airi first joined the game club, she knew nothing about games. But I taught her all about them, and she fell in love with game planning.
I was fine just being a ghost member, as long as Aika wasn't in any danger. But even for someone like me, Daiki-kun said, "Since you've joined, might as well have fun," and taught me about games. Thanks to that, I discovered my true calling as a game planner. Taking vague ideas in my head and turning them into something real with someone's help. It's the best feeling.
Wait, if you're all complimenting Daiki, don't leave me out. When I first read Daiki's scenario, I thought, this person must be really warm-hearted. And my instinct was right. Daiki's been looking out for me since high school when I was working on programming for the club. It's because Daiki's been by my side that I've been able to come this far. So yeah, we're all grateful to you, Daiki.
We'll keep paying it forward, so please continue to guide us. I'll keep doing my best to contribute to Tsukamoto Games too.
Thanks, everyone. I smiled, my heart full of gratitude as I got back to work. About a month later, we successfully completed the master build of Loveblade. Everyone, thank you so much for all your hard work. Thanks to you, we've managed to create another fantastic game. This time we actually managed to stay on schedule.
I guess that means the company is finally starting to run smoothly. The response on social media has been really positive. Everyone's really looking forward to it.
You're checking social media again, Monica? Don't let the negative comments get to you, okay?
I'll be fine. I've got a stronger mentality than I did in high school. Besides, I've been following accounts that talk about their favorite characters for years. Sure, some people have bad attitudes, but...
A few days later, we decided to hold a launch party to celebrate the completion of Loveblade.
President, how does the 27th sound for the party? It seems to work for everyone.
Oh, yeah. That should be fine for me too. The 27th. That's the anniversary of my relationship with Ruri. But she said she had work, so it should be okay. Nodding to the employee organizing the event, I mentally prepared for the party. On the day of the party, we all gathered at the restaurant. Alright everyone, let's have a great time tonight! We excitedly entered the restaurant, but what we saw there was completely unexpected.
Wait, Daiki, isn't that...
Ruri? There, seated at a table with 5 others, was my girlfriend, Ruri. Ruri, that's a pretty expensive looking accessory you've got on.
Oh, it's nothing too fancy. She's from a wealthy family.
Whoa, so you're an heiress? Does that mean you don't do these kinds of mixers often?
That's right. I've never been in a relationship before.
No way! You're that cute, and you've never dated anyone? That's unbelievable!
Incredible, isn't she? You don't meet traditional girls like her much these days.
A mixer? Traditional girl? Never dated? Hearing this unbelievable conversation, I couldn't help but doubt my own ears. Ruri cheating on me? I thought everything had been going well up until now. I'm not one to brag, but I've done my best to be there for Ruri. I've always considered her happiness a priority and given her gifts that I thought would make her smile. But she's been using those gifts I gave her, to build a character for her cheating escapades? Feeling a mixture of betrayal and growing anger, I plastered a smile on my face and walked over to Ruri's table. Whoa, so you've never had a boyfriend, huh? Then give me all the presents back. After all, they were gifts from my girlfriend.
Daiki? What are you doing here?
That's what I want to ask you. Didn't you say you had work today? Of all days to cheat, I get it now. Your feelings are pretty clear.
Hey, Ruri, is this guy... No, everyone. It's not what you think.
What's not what? Didn't you just say you've never dated anyone?
That's...
Ruri tries to compose herself, but she can't hide her discomfort.
Wait, Daiki, let me explain. I can explain everything. This man is my boyfriend, Daiki Tsukamoto. I'm sorry, everything I said earlier was a lie.
What? So what about the jewelry and the error story?
Well, the jewelry is a gift from him.
Ruri's colleagues at the table seemed genuinely shocked, having believed everything she had said until now. Sorry, but can you take everyone else and get started without me? I have something to take care of.
Understood.
The employee nods and leads most of the staff away, but Yoshiki, Manaka, and Airi remain with me.
Look, I was just asked by a colleague to join this mixer. I'm just here as a fill-in.
For someone just filling in, you sure seem to be playing a character.
Wasn't it a bit much to lie about not having a boyfriend? But if I said I had a boyfriend, it would have killed the mood. I was just going with the flow. I swear I never actually intended to cheat. I never wanted to hurt you, Daiki.
You didn't want to hurt me? That's a lie. If you actually cared about me, you wouldn't have chosen today.
Today? Wait, today is...
That's right. Today's the anniversary of our relationship. You forgot, didn't you? Even if you were just filling in, there is no way you would choose a mixer over our anniversary if you truly cared.
That's... I'm so sorry. Forgetting our anniversary was my fault, I admit it. And yes, I was trying to keep up appearances and things got out of hand. If you want, I'll return all the gifts you gave me. Just please forgive me for this one time.
She's desperate. Clearly, Ruri doesn't want to break up. But even so, I didn't feel like I could forgive her. Just as I was about to end things, Manaka spoke up.
Ruri, didn't you say this was your first time attending a mixer?
Manaka, who had been quietly observing until now, finally spoke up.
Yes, it's my first time. I've never done anything like this before. That's a lie, isn't it? You're Run on social media, right? What? Run? Isn't that the account you mentioned before? That's right. I've been following them because their taste in characters is similar to mine.
Then, Manaka turns her phone screen toward Ruri.
Run doesn't show their face, but look at this photo. The necklace is visible, right? It's the same necklace you're wearing now, isn't it?
What?
Necklaces like that are sold everywhere. Anyone could have one.
No, that's impossible. It's a custom piece I had made specifically for you.
What?
That's right. The necklace I gave Ruri that night at the restaurant was a one-of-a-kind custom-made gift. Which means there's no doubt that Dundun account belongs to her. I wouldn't have minded if Ruri had been running a social media account or even gushing about her favorite characters. But that wasn't the issue. It was what she had been posting on that account.
Third mixer this month! Let's make tonight fun! If you tell guys you're a sheltered heiress, they'll totally eat it up. Men are so easy to manipulate. I'm dating a company president, but he's too nice. It's kinda boring.
It turns out the account also served as a private diary where she posted all kinds of outrageous things. I mean, there are way more insults here than talk about your favorite characters. This is a lot different from what you were just saying earlier.
I mean, none of that was serious. It was just a joke.
A joke? On an anonymous account with no face shown? Sounds more like your real thoughts to me. Nudie, you've changed. You used to be so different. Back then, you didn't need fancy gifts or special experiences to be happy. But after he became a company president, and you started getting spoiled, you got full of yourself because Daiki was too kind, huh? If you took him for granted just because he's been spoiling you, then you don't deserve him anymore.
That's not true!
Nudie had been trying to make excuses, but now, under the pressure of all the cold stares, her true nature was revealed.
Well, excuse me for wanting more. Daiki alone wasn't enough for me. Eating steak every day gets old after a while, doesn't it? It's just the same thing. Sometimes I just want to eat a bowl of gyudon instead.
What? Are you calling us gyudon?
Jeez, don't be so noisy. You're more like the garnish in a bento box.
Nudie approaches me with a smug smile, ignoring the shocked looks from the others.
I don't actually like gyudon or bento garnishes. They're just there to satisfy the little cravings. My favorite will always be you, Daiki. As long as you love me the most, I don't care if you play around a bit, too. You'd get bored of eating steak every day, too, right? So, let's have an open relationship. Don't be ridiculous. Daiki would never cheat on you. Exactly. He never even looked at me. I mean, he's serious about work and relationships. Oh, come on. You don't feel pathetic saying that? If he's ignoring you, it's because you're not worth his time. Just like your friend there, who can't see that I'm the only one worthy of Daiki.
Enough! When she insulted my friends, something inside me snapped. Manaka, Airi, and Yoshiki are way too talented to be working with someone like you. They've stayed by my side because they're loyal and value what we built together. But what about you, Nudie? You look down on others and pursue your selfish desires, betraying the people who care about you. And now you suggest an open relationship without even considering my feelings? You're nothing but selfish. Sure, I never saw Manaka or Airi as love interests before. But that's not because they weren't worthy. It's because I already had a girlfriend. I wanted to stay loyal and committed to the person I loved, and I've always treated you with that respect. But you never once thought about my feelings. All you cared about was your own wants. We're done. You can keep all the gifts.
Wait!
We'll be at the party. Don't even think about showing up, though. If you try, I'll have the staff throw you out without hesitation. Leaving Nudie stunned, we returned to the celebration. After that, it was only natural that Nudie and I broke up. And word about the mixer spread throughout the office, thanks to the colleagues who had been there that night.
Hey, did you hear? She pretended to be an heiress, but it was all a lie. And she was cheating all along, right? Poor guy. Ugh! Even my secret account got exposed. This is the worst.
Unable to stand the cold stares and gossip, Nudie eventually resigned from the company on her own. Moreover,
Playing with the 7 dwarves and then biting into a poison apple? Didn't expect that. My dear prince, come quickly and rescue Princess Run on your white horse. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who loves me the most? I hope it's still your name that echoes back.
Ever since I cut ties with her, it seems Rudy's taken to posting sad poems on her now very public account, desperate for reconciliation. Meanwhile, my colleagues have been cheering me up. It must have been tough, Daiki. Let's grab some drinks tonight.
We're here for you, man. We'll hang out until you're feeling better. Please cheer up, Daiki-san.
Thanks, everyone. I'm just single now, so maybe it's time to start looking for a new girlfriend. I half joked, but Manaka and Airi both leaned in close, their eyes gleaming.
Are you serious? Are you really looking for someone now? Daiki-san, if you're free, how about seeing a movie with me next weekend?
Actually, I think I just remembered I have something to do. You two go ahead without me. As I stood there, taken aback by their sudden enthusiasm, they kept pressing closer, competing for my attention. I later learned that both Manaka and Airi had feelings for me, and they had planned to confess when we were in college, until I met Ruri, that is. In the end, Ruri's cheating scandal brought all of us even closer together. With everyone by my side, I'm confident we can overcome any challenge. And from now on, I'll make sure to never take their support for granted.